Well, hello, and welcome back to the AthosCraft server season 2. My name is ArseyRC, and welcome to being back at my minigame Minecart game. So, as you can see, there's a bit of a statue behind me. We will give credit to Tony for that. I was live streaming a bunch of this work a few days ago, and Tony decided during my live stream to build a little minion creature in the background. So I've left him there for now. He's pretty cute. Mind me, I'm hungry. I need a cookie. A couple cookies. Also, thanks to Tony. Alright, so the idea is I have done a lot of work between episodes and I've live streamed this stuff, so I want to take you on a bit of tour to show you what the work I've done is and where I am and the work I've got to go. So here we go. So this is the starting period here. Underneath this whole area here, I had done a bunch of TNT, so I built a bunch of droppers and dropped a bunch of TNT down here and blew up a big hole. And so I've changed this up a bit. So as you come into the minecart, you're going to drop down here, go into this black room. I just got to fill in the roof once I get it done. It'll automatically take you into this little loopy area here. Now this is a warm-up for the rest of the puzzles that are in here. The idea is as you go around this loop here, you have to catch this button. And you'll see on the left-hand side there, you'll see the track is changing. And so the idea is if you click it, then the minecart will jump you down this hill. Now there's a really quick button at the bottom here, which almost nobody's going to get the first time through. But anyways, you got to hit this button here, and the track right there will flip. See if it flips. Alright, so you want to go down the first hall, not the second hall. There's just a maintenance area. I'll close that up later. So the idea here is you're going to try and hit that track right there so you can go that way, but most people won't, so you end up going the long way. I want to add some more decoration to this area, but anyway, so you go the long way, you end up going up here, around here. I've mob proofed this for the most part, but let me get my sword out just in case I do run into the creeper here. And then you end up going back down here, and the fun part is to put you back in the first room again. And so you actually have to hit this button again, then turn, and as you go down, you gotta hit this button. It's actually really hard. It took me 3 or 4 tries the first time. But once you do, you're gonna go down through here. You can see here's that big water ravine I've shown before. Gonna go through here. This is the first floor of the vaults. So this is supposed to be like Gringotts Bank, and these are the vaults. So that's lots of fun. Had fun with the ceiling, decorating it, putting these little glass panes here for a little cool effect. Into a slime area here. As I said, this is sort of a fantasy type of an area, and so we've got some cool modern effects, but then you see the stone bricks start coming back in. We're going to go back to the Harry Potter world, and this detector rail will basically open up this entire gate wide, and you're going to come in, and we are in the Great Hall of Hogwarts. And so that's sort of the idea. I did record making most of this, and I live streamed a bit of it as well. But here's the idea that you're going to go straight through. Now, we all know the Harry Potter world with Slytherin, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Gryffindor. And so the idea here is you're going to go past the headmaster's table and the lecture stand there. You're going to come through here. Now your cart is going to stop you at this point. And at this point, you are going to either have to choose Slytherin and Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff or Gryffindor. So you hit the button and the track changes. So it says, which house are you in? So it's random. So every time you run the maze, as soon as you start the maze, it will lock one of these in. But if you were to do the entire maze again a second time, it could be a different house. But once you start the maze, it will lock it into that house. And then you're going to hit this one. Now you get to choose between either Hufflepuff or Gryffindor. So you're going to choose the one. The track will change. You'll go along here. If you happen to have chosen the right one, you actually end up going into the middle and moving on to the next room. But if you choose the wrong one, you end up going, and it will take you all the way back. And this is the track I still have to build, but the idea is it'll take you all the way back. And if you look over the front door, there's a hole. And so the track will take you all the way back through the walls, and you'll pop out that hole up there, and you'll fly through, and you'll land on this track. It's this detector rail here not only opens the door, but it also locks in the house that you're in. So you won't hit that the second time, so it'll keep the same house the second time through. So it could take you up to 4 tries through this to get the right house. But I think that's pretty fun. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so once you actually choose the right house, so those are S or Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Gryffindor. So once you do choose and get the right house, it will take you through here. There's a detector rail here, which will actually start the randomization process once again. So the houses will now start to randomize again. So I'm thinking that later on in the maze, I may have it so you end up coming all the way back up and having to do this room again. But anyway, so that detector rail will change it. So the second time you come into the Great Hall, you'll end up having a different house. So it could be randomized again. So I haven't completed all that part yet, but you can see underneath here all the redstone that I've created. Here's the randomization tool for randomizing which house you're going to be in. And it locks it in. If I go back up to see the rails up here, if you watch here, they actually alternate. And they continue to rotate through. The detector rail on the far side will actually lock the hoppers. So that redstone, the redstone here that's on top of the hoppers will get activated, and then that'll lock them. Oh, there's a piece missing here. I don't know what happened here. Let's put that there. There we go. So that's the idea. They'll lock the hoppers, so the room will be selected as soon as you enter the Great Hall, and you can go from there. So then you'll continue down here. You'll see this is where I'm still working right now. You'll continue down here to this level. This level happens to be... I gotta build a bridge across there. Blocks. I have no blocks with me. Oh, I have some stone. Okay. So the idea here is you'll continue along. Perfect. Into this area here. Now you'll end up going down there eventually, but let me show you what I have in here as well. Let me not spoil that yet, but I did find when I was digging out in this area, I did find a zombie spawner right here. So my idea was to run the tracks around the zombie spawner. You have to be within 16 blocks to activate it, so zombies will spawn. And then eventually it'll come back in, so through this way, basically. It'll come back into this room, and you'll have zombies surrounding you as you go through the room. And you have to not necessarily fight them off, because I don't want people to die in the track. But the idea is I may have it behind a fenced area or something. So it'll just sort of scare you that the zombies are there. And then eventually what's going to happen is you'll get down into this final room here. Now this final room, this big hole, I dug this out using the TNT that I did in the live stream. And then I put a roof up there so the light wouldn't come down too much. And then I put the whole floor here. You can see Tony and I actually went out to the... community zone and built a vine farm so that we could do it, so I could get all this mossy stone. It was I needed it, but anyway, so yeah, so what I did is I built this. So this is the final vault at the bottom. So I may have like a dragon or something here to be like the bottom vault in Gringotts for the old and ancient families. But yeah, so that's sort of the idea. So this build here is the final vault. So the minecart will end right here, and you'll have to hop out and you'll have to run down this hallway. And on this lectern in here, there'll be a book, and there'll be some instructions in that book to how to get out of the vault. If you remember, if you watch the Harry Potter movies, they got stuck in the vault and they had to get out, and then they ended up flying the dragon out of it. But anyway, so there'll be some instructions in the book to how to get out, and then that'll actually be the end of the maze, and it will send off some fireworks and those kind of things, and then it'll open a door in the back here, which will have a water elevator, which will allow you to quickly go back to the top again. And the idea is I want people to record how long it takes them to do it the first time they do the track, and then I want them to have a second recording in the book, which is their best time. So always record and never change the first time they do it, but then record their best time if they try it multiple times. So that's how far I've got so far. I've got quite a bit of work left to do on on the minecart mini game here. You can see there's some lava and some stuff in there, some trickiness. I got to be careful not to get stuck in. But yeah, so that's where I am. I'm going to continue working on this, but I do want to go and work on something else for a little bit. I'm working on this for about 2 or 3 days now. I think I put like 3 many hour days into this so far. You can see it's a lot of work, all this and the entire build. I'm trying to make it look really good as you go through it, and so I'll probably have to open it up so people can walk through it once they've tried it for the first time in the minecart, because the minecart actually does travel pretty fast, so you can't really see a lot of what's in here. What I want to work on next is the Realms rail network. So we're going to go ahead and work on the rail network, and I already started building the rail network between the mini games, and so we're going to head out there, and I'll be back when I get there. Alright, so I'm in my camera account, and I wanted to show you a little bit about what's going on here. So we're at the casino here, and Garth's pretty cool build back here, I will say. That's looking pretty good. And Tony's maze here, which I think he's in the process of finishing up too. I think he's almost done the redstone part. But anyways, for the railroad here, you can see we've got the railroad coming into the minigame district here, and we will build like a little mini station here, because this is going to be an end of a line location for the rail network. So the idea is I've built it. There's lots of more work to do so far, but I have built it. It is in the floating in the sky right now. We're going to put some pillars down into the water, or maybe some floating barges, basically, so it looks like the whole network is floating on top of the water. And the idea being, oh, we're missing a stone there. That's weird. But anyways, so the idea is a fairly gentle curve here. We need to build a shelter, likely some kind of a glassed-in container, so any flying mobs, for instance, can't get to people. Some great scenery over the coral reef here. Anyways, and the first stop on the station will be the spawn area here. So the spawn area, the idea here is Tony and Falling Star have done a fantastic job on this area. It looks really good. And so I want to connect this. Now Tony has sort of been organizing the spawn area here, so I want to make sure that his plans for how we're going to connect is going to work out. So I believe he had some ideas to put it in the mountains, so I think what we're going to do here is let's get Tony into the chat, and let's have a look. So I will switch over to my main account, and we'll call Tony into Discord to have a chat. Well, in the meantime, I decided to try a new shader pack while I was waiting for Tony. And so the rest of the video is recorded with the shader pack on, and I think I quite enjoy it. I'll leave a link for it down in the description.
Hey, Daisy.
Hey, where are you?
I'm good, yeah. I'm just coming through the pool now.
Oh, perfect. So yeah,
hey.
So I'm working on the railroad here, and you had said that you had some ideas for the rail station, so I didn't want to go too much further until we know where we're going here. Are we going down? Where are we going?
Yes,
what are we doing here?
So if you actually come with me, actually, I'll show you sort of what
right.
I had planned. So I'm sure maybe you may have seen in one of my videos, actually. I kind of want to use this mountain over here as the kind of the area that's going to have the station.
That's a cool idea. Yeah, I think so. So you put it underground, and then so we may want to go underneath all of this, make a tunnel.
Yes, that's the kind of the idea. So maybe we can have like some kind of glass tunnel. I'm not sure. We'll work out the details, I'm sure. But yeah, sure. I'm thinking.
Yes, this mountain looks nice and big enough. We can do quite a bit inside.
Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking I want to maybe go like sort of around like maybe here-ish sort of thing. So
okay, cool.
You know, I'll just go ahead and just sort of dig inside a little bit just to get to the point that we want to get to. Wait.
What's going on?
This. Okay.
What is this?
Okay.
This
wasn't here.
Somebody built something without us knowing?
I have no idea.
What is going on here?
I think there's a few people online right now.
All right, let's put it in chat. Let's get them over here.
Yeah. So weird.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Job.
Hey.
Come on over to the spawn island here. We found
I can't
something a little weird.
I'm so
Oh.
lost in these freaking holes.
Fire!
diamond.
Look at the diamonds!
Oh my days! What?
Okay, I think I found it.
Oh.
Oh wait,
He's
no.
trying
Drop
to
my,
relive from his days of the opening of the casino when he ran into the sign there.
This is the best prank ever, yeah.
But yeah, I think you lost a few stacks of... What the heck? This tree just
Whoa.
appeared right in front of us.
Jeez.
Random tree. All right, for you guys who just joined us here, Tony and I were looking for a place to put the train station, and we discovered something in the mountain, and we'd like you guys to check it out.
It's very odd. So over here, this is where we were gonna build the train station. Was this one of you guys, perhaps?
So we're just sort of wondering who built this.
This looks like a temple.
It does. It looks like a... Well, it's a different
the
kind of
jungle-
temple, but
it's not even-
definitely...
It's not even the jungle.
Are there trap or tripwires anywhere?
Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't explore very far. It seems to go around.
A dispenser shooting arrows at us or something?
Spirit
I
water.
already died with all my diamonds, so somebody else go first.
You're a little gun shy now?
Unless
you know.
Like,
I've got the totem, so.
You got the
unless
photo,
the boulders
I don't
come
have
behind
any.
us,
I have
then
all my
I'll
good
push
stuff
them
with
all.
me too. All my diamond gear and everything. So none
Oh,
of you
gold.
guys built this?
Ooh.
I want the
what
gold.
is this?
Give me the gold.
Okay.
A gold member wants the gold.
Give me the gold.
What's this? What in
I
the
think
world?
it's the doorway, maybe?
Nobody's been in here a while. Look at all the
Oh,
cobwebs.
Button behind the cobwebs or something.
I don't know. I don't see anything.
Not one in the mountain either.
Maybe
Oh,
start
what's this?
clicking
What's this?
randomly.
Right here.
Maybe.
Oh, right here.
Oh.
All right. I'm not pushing it.
I already. I'm not even
I'm
standing in that room.
standing back.
All right.
I'm gonna float in the water. The water can't fall out below me.
There's a fountain right here. Stand in the water right here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
If I die, I blame you guys.
The water's just
We're
gonna
all in the
lava.
water. If there's TNT, we're safe.
We're rooting for you. Do it.
Run!
Run!
Oh, I heard this.
Oh,
Oh.
it's
Oh.
just a door.
I still don't. Oh, I just took damage and I realized it was because I was suffocating in the water.
Yes. Yes, we must breathe. What
what
is
is
this?
Oh, hello. There's
Where did this come from?
like a.
I feel like we're in a different world.
I don't remember this being here when I flew over last.
Let's put terracotta down in the ground.
I thought this was just a solid mountain.
There's a portal over here.
Oh, what's this?
It doesn't seem like your typical portal. And look at it.
No.
It looks different.
It does. What are these? There's like these flashy light things here in front of it. Where do you guys think it goes?
I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Do we want to brave it?
There's two ways. We can always Google it.
Yeah, I suppose.
I volunteer Navy since he's the noob guy.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Navy?
Aye.
I mean, it's not like I'll lose much.
No. All right, you're going through. Here, let's push him. Push him.
Go, 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 go.
There, he's stuck.
Nope.
Oh, Navy? Navy?
He's going.
You
The
still
trap's
there?
defeated. Let's all leave.
Hey, Navy, you there?
I mean, I'm here. I'm just not sure exactly where I am.
What do you
You're
see?
not
I
dead?
mean, I don't think so. This could be heaven. Like, let's be honest. But all I see is blue. I think I'm up in the sky. I don't know if it's not rendering. I'm just stuck in the sky.
Oh.
I don't know. what to do. I
I'm
don't have
going.
elytra.
I guess we're following him.
Wow.
He says,
Come on through, guys. This is cool. You guys got to
Yeah,
see
all right.
this.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
It's getting
Is
cramped.
it-
No. All right.
it-
Let me move over here.
Go on. After you. Go. Go,
is it safe? I got all my diamonds on.
What?
All right. All right.
Coming through.